Happy Saturday, everyone. This video is actually going to be a day late. I'm recording it, right now, which is very early on a Saturday. I have been working on Battle Bones, which was hopefully going to go out yesterday. A couple things happened, nothing bad. My son and I had a project we ended up working on for a little while, and it ended up taking up some time, and I am doing some stuff with the next edit that I haven't done yet, and I didn't expect it to take me this long because I want to kind of make it look nice, and I'm trying to figure out transitions on the phone, all this kind of stuff. But one of the projects my son and I worked on was actually getting my computer tower up and running again, so that's working. So now I've just got to start learning some of the systems on my computer now, since I haven't had a tower in forever, and Chromebook honestly sucks for editing. Don't believe the hype. Chromebook is pretty good, right? I have one. I use it for my job and all that kind of stuff, and it's okay for that. But it is a very frustrating system to use for like editing and trying to get it to download stuff off my phone and blah blah. There's ways to get around it, but I just get frustrated and I don't use it. So anyway, so I'm learning to use some of the stuff on the computer. But anyway, I just wanted to get a video out today since I didn't get one out yesterday like I really wanted to do. I'm trying hard to keep with a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday live stream thing. So I'm doing a little review today, not of a He-Man toy, even though Battle Bones, like I said, is going to be the next He-Man toy. What we're going to review, you'll see in a sec. Someone asked me about it once, and I said, yeah, I have it. And then I never did anything with it. So we're actually going to review a little surprise in just 1 second. So let's go ahead and stop here. Tom's here with his toys. He's here to share. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for coming out. Like, subscribe, share, comment below the thingy. Anyways, look at this sexy haircut. Oh yeah. Anyways, here we go. We're gonna get started now. I'm done talking to you guys. Sorry. All right. So we're starting him off in robot mode here for just a little bit. I want to give you guys a look at Ectotron. We're going to transform him into car mode, all that kind of stuff. But this is a Ghostbusters and Transformers crossover. He did feature in an IDW comic run, Ghost of Cybertron. Came with this cool little Slimer. Very well sculpted. I love the sculpt on this. I wish he was a little more see-through, but at the same time, I like the fact that he kind of glows because of the inside. A really decent sculpt. He's got like his skin's kind of textury, as you can kind of see. Kind of looks, nice fat folds. Mouth, eyes molded in there. The nose. I mean, exceptionally well molded. I love this little dude. So this is the Slimer that came with him, and I usually display him on his shoulder. You can display him a couple other ways. He has a little post. So like I have this. This came with some a Figma I have of Mario, Firepower Mario. And you can just stick it on here if you want. And now you can kind of just float. Ooh. Bloop. And there you go. So we got Slimer and we got Ectotron. So we're going to set Slimer off to the side, and we're going to take a little closer look at Ectotron here. So give me 1 sec. This guy's actually kind of tall. You're going to see that in a second as I lower the stand. So here we go. We got his boots. Since it fell off, we'll start here. Hi, guys. Come on. They're jealous. This is his Proton Pack. It's got the neutrino wand attached. Wire. You can kind of see what it's made from by looking at it. But yeah, so this is Proton Pack. Attach the wand to the side. He holds it. Lots of nice details. It could use a little bit more paint. That would have been nice. So this figure was a GameStop exclusive here in the US. And they are re-releasing it with a different head sculpt. We'll get to that in a sec, but they're re-releasing it with a different head sculpt and a little bit different paint. I don't remember where, but I'm happy with this one. The new paint is kind of like a more burnt up look. So we're going to start at his legs. So wheels, feet. It's got heels, which is really nice. This is the back of the Ecto one, as you can tell. The ladder's there. He does have pretty good leg movement for having such chunky feet. You know, legs can't go back very far, but they do go forward quite a ways. He's got a good range up, and you can swing him out. If you get the arm out of the way, you can swing it out pretty good. Rotation there. There's actually a rotation here as well. So he's got quite a bit of rotation. Some of this rotation is actually from the mold that he is based off of, which is the Combiner Wars Onslaught Hotspot mold, which was used for Combiner Wars Onslaught. It was used for Hotspot. It was used for Inferno and the female Transformer Combiner lady from the Sea of Rust. I can't remember their name. And this guy. So he doesn't have the ports and all that kind of stuff, but he shares a lot of the transformation scheme. Nothing at the waist. The head does turn. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at the head here. One sec. Got to raise the stand back up so we can do that. All right, let's raise it up. Raise the roof. Oh, still too short. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and look at his head sculpt. It is a good head sculpt, nice blue eyes. Like I said, there is a new variant coming out, and the new variant, the goggles are actually down over his eyes instead of just above them. I do like the new head sculpt. I kind of wish this guy had it because without the visor down, he's kind of got a weird face. It looks like it's supposed to be a face mask, like Optimus Prime, you know, has the little mouth shield. But then you got the mouth actually in there, and it just ends up looking weird a little bit. I wish they had done a little bit more paint here at the top of the green, but like I said, I really like this figure, so a lot of the little complaints I have are just because, you know, who doesn't have a little bit of complaints? I still play with this all the time, because I still quite enjoy it. So we got nice range of movement on the arms. Go in and out. You can lift them up even higher with this joint here on that side, so you get a nice range there. He's got a bend at the elbow, and he's actually got a bend there. So you get a nice bend. So he's actually quite posable. There is a hinge there too. So he does. That's about it for articulation. He doesn't have a ton, but he does, you know, you can get him set up. And because of his nice big chunky heels and all that, he can actually hold a pretty decent pose. So you can get him like running into battle kind of pose. Yeah, see, I don't have laying on that thing anymore. Backpack stays on decently. It goes on via this clip here through the space in the light bar, and you just pop it on like so. Now, because I don't use them too often, the joints are still kind of firm, but I don't, you know, I usually play with them a little bit, but I don't superpose them all the time. But one thing I do have to say is I can see these joints coming loose. There's ways to fix that. And the reason why I say I can see these coming loose is because, to be honest, my Onslaught has kind of loose legs. Part of why I haven't been playing with this guy a ton, but a couple other little complaints I have are these down here. So this light here keeps falling out, and it's because when I got it, I didn't realize there was supposed to be a metal pin in there, and as you can see, there's no metal pin. So this falls out. I got to glue it in. It stays. Usually, like I said, I don't pose them too often. This piece here, be careful. As you can see, maybe, mine has a little bit of breakage. I don't know if that's paint or a tear. I think it's paint. But you just got to be careful with it so that you don't break it off, right? Just like any toy, you just got to be gentle. You can't just rip it through things. So that's the only big issues I've had with this is the hose and the light falling off. The QC on this is actually pretty good. I do find sometimes like the cash grab exclusive, sometimes I worry about the QC being good, not because it's a common thing, but I just usually end up getting the the bad end of the QC issue on a cash grab guy like this. So he can, if you take this out, you can actually have him holding the wand this way. You just plug it in like that, and then let's see if I can get it to work. You can kind of, it doesn't work perfectly, but you can get him holding the wand, you know, getting ready to zap something. You can, if you take this out, get him to hold this way as well, which is more blaster style. It doesn't look as cool. I mean, it looks like he's just holding a rifle. Anyway, so let's go ahead and transform him, and I'll continue talking about some of the stuff. Like, so QC issues, like I was saying just a second ago. I have some Generation Selects, which is kind of like the specialty line of, you know, these aren't released in stores, but I have a couple. One of the ones, some of the ones I haven't had issues that other people have had, but one of the ones I have has a lot of issues. Like, his head is basically glued in place and other things like that. And I haven't bothered to try and replace it and all that kind of stuff because, to be honest, it doesn't distract from how much fun I have playing with it. It's just I can't turn his head. I've had a couple other ones where I've actually sent toys back with promise of getting the same toy. But yeah, so besides the little things like the pin being missing and being worried about the hose, this guy holds up really well. I don't have any scratches. I don't really have any paint blemishes. You know, I wish there was a little bit more paint, but overall, I'm happy with the paint scheme. Where's the name badge? Ectotron, that is his name. So yeah, so he's got a lot of cool little details, like the ecto goggles, the name badge, how this is kind of made to look a little bit like the jumpsuit, the belt, the zip going up, a little splash of red on the arms. I like that. Nice clear headlights. We're going to look at some of this stuff a little bit more. I do have one paint splash, actually, thinking about it. Where is it? And there you go. So that should tell you, right here, that's it. That should tell you how much I noticed it. I only noticed it when I went to actually record just now. So we're going to go ahead and go and start transforming him. We're going to flip open this, and his head goes in. You turn these like this, and then as you can see, they're not even, so push up on the tire. And it'll lift this part here. And then you can take and push his hand in. And then you raise this up into the space here, like that. So you're going to end up with something like this. So yeah, his hand hangs off a little bit, but that's okay. Go ahead and turn it now. And we're going to repeat the step here. Turn, lift up on the tire. I always push up on the tire, and then when I push down on this. So I push up in this space right behind the tire, and then I push down on the hood where it connects. So I push down here. I don't pull up on the hood or anything like that. I find that it's probably less tolerance issue doing it that way, just to kind of keep your toy safe and not break it. You sometimes have to go through and do little things like that just to make it long lasting. As I want to show something else off, as you can see, this joint here is actually important because it allows the arm to bend to fit this big thick arm wrist piece. So let's go ahead and make sure these are all the way in, and then we're going to close them up, and this tab here is going to plug into this. And we're just going to plug it together. So just line it up and boop. And there's a couple other tabs up top that'll plug into on the hood. So that's the top done. We're going to move on down to the legs. So for legs, you need to push that in on both sides. The feet will go up like that. And then you want to open in front of the knees. Then we're going to take, and there's a hinge in here, and we're going to swing that hinge in like this. And then use the knee to fold the leg in. And as you can see, there's this part right here. And that is actually going to be where you want that piece to line up against. Like that. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to fold it up at the hinge and fold it back at the knee to get the leg in there. Now we can hook using tab here. And there is one there. So here and here. So it's going to plug here and up there. We're going to plug the legs together to make the back of the chassis here. And we can go ahead and just take and plug these into those spots right there. Like that. Fold these up. We fold the feet. So there you go. We're almost there. We're going to take the side panels now, and they're on a hinge here and here. And you fold them down at one hinge and kind of fold them up at the other until it fits into place. So fold it down and then fold it up. So and up, right? And then just making sure everything's lined up proper. Looks good, doesn't it? All right, so we're almost done. So now we're going to take and set the car to the side. And the backpack actually transforms too. So what we need to do is we need to open this a little bit and unplug it from here. Then we can finish opening it. So it opens up like so. And that goes there. There's a little space here that this piece will fit in. Yeah. Then we can swing this up. And there you go. It's the roof. The roof rack, I should say. Let's see here. And then this piece here will actually stay attached to the side here. Right here. No. Where does this go again? Sorry, I haven't had them in this mode for a while. Let me think. Here. Sorry, it attaches here. There's a hole there, and this just like that. So that attaches there. This is meant to kind of feed around like this. There are actually, you can barely see it. Come on, camera focus. There's that little divot inside there that's supposed to attach to this. It doesn't hold very securely. Right, and then what I'm going to do is, let me go ahead and lower the camera again. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and make this work. I don't do too well at it. This is supposed to feed in to here, right? Get off the cord. Like so. And then come around out to here. And so this is where I always end up having a little bit of a problem, because it just doesn't want to work with me. All right, so like this, and then if I can just get this to cooperate like so. As you can see, it's this blue part more than anything else that gives me the issue. Part of why I don't. So this is probably the other problem I have, is the hose piece just does not want to fit properly. So I always end up fighting with it for a little while. Like that. Okay, there. And then, so there we go. So it fits in there. Let me take this off so you can kind of see. It does fit in there. Not very well for me, but it fits. And then we got to just plug this piece in here. Like that. And then I usually plug this one in here first. Right? And then this has a tab that'll fit in right here. Supposedly. There, like that. So, I mean, it does kind of work, but it's just a pain to get it to work. So, there. So, yeah, so that's the roof rack attached. And then we can take this gold cord, and it actually plugs into a little hole on the roof here. Like this. It's a small cord, so just, you know, or tab piece, so just be gentle. We'll put this back on. And then the ladder swings around and it plugs into a little divot right here. Like this. And there you go. This is Ectotron in his Ghostbusters Ecto 1 mode. Not a bad look. I actually quite like how this looks as a car. They picked an excellent mold choice for the vehicle. The construction, I mean. Yeah, you can kind of see, you know, Superman on the bottom. Oh, that's Superman. Oh, but anyways, but yeah, I like this. The blue cord you can kind of see just in there, unfortunately. I'm sure there's a way to make it look pretty. I'm just not good at that part. Yeah, I usually have him displayed in his robot mode. Now, Slimer is actually able to fit on the Ecto one here. You can like just plug him on the gun if you really want to. Shoot Slimers off. I don't believe there's actually a spot where he's supposed to go. He was kind of like an extra. It almost looks like he could stick on here, but it's too far down. So, you know, I can just sit him on the hood. And he can go for a ride. The one nice thing about the Ecto 1 is even though they're a little big, it almost does well scaled to the Lego guys. Just a little too big Lego guys, right? So it actually looks nice together with the other Ecto 1 for Ghostbusters I have. So I have 4 Ecto 1s. I have the Transformers one. I have the little one that was for Lego Dimensions. I have the one that I built on camera, and I have the one I'm currently building on stream. Yeah, so this is Ectotron. As I said, this was partially in response to somebody asking me if I had this guy, and partially due to the fact that he is coming out again. I don't know where. I've just saw a couple of pictures the other day. And I suggest if you have the money and you enjoy Transformers and Ghostbusters and you have the ability to get it, pony up and get him. He's a lot of fun to play with. The transformation is really simple. It's not a very difficult transformation. The hardest part is feeding this flippin' blue cord in here. And even that's not super difficult. But, I mean, he has a beautiful vehicle mode. Right? Very, very iconic looking for a Transformer vehicle mode. And when he transforms, he looks, you know, like what if a Transformer and a Ghostbuster met up? It feels like that for me, at least. So, anyways, this is me playing with a Transformer and a Ghostbuster toy at the same time. Filling in a space for Battle Bones. Sad. No, not really. I am planning to finish up the Masters of the Universe stuff I'm doing. I have Castle Grayskull and I have Battle Bones. But I will probably not be building Castle Grayskull on camera like I had originally been planning. The Mega Constructs line has been a lot of fun for me for the He-Man stuff, but the fun is in when it's done. I forgot how frustrating it was to build some of these things. Anyways, frustrations aside, it looks great. I'm going to review it. Probably play with it a little bit so you guys can kind of see what it does. I have Point Dread on there. We'll look at some of the figures I have that we haven't seen yet. We're going to look at Battle Bones. I have some pictures of when I was building it to put in, which is part of why the editing is taking a little while, because I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do what I'm doing. And I'm having fun with that. It's just building the Mega Construct stuff itself is a little frustrating. There's certain tolerance issues and all that I mentioned in my last video. Anyways, guys, I want to go and vroom vroom here. So we're going to go and blast off. And we're... Yeah, I'm gonna go and play with my toys and have some coffee. Actually, I haven't had any coffee yet today. Oh, look at that beautiful Ghostbuster symbol there. None on the back. I definitely got one there. Very nice. I do have to say, I wish there was a little bit more of the Ghostbusters symbol on him. Like, he's got the one there and on the other side, right? But it would have been cool if he had one, like, on his shoulder pads or something, too. Or an Autobot. Oh, that would have been cool. Like, an Autobot symbol inside the note. Like, anyways. Missed opportunities. But yeah, so me and Ectotron and Slimer, we're off to the races. Sorry, I've had Link on the brain. Anyways, I'm going to have some coffee. I am going to work a little bit more on Monday's Battle Bones video. And to be honest, I'm probably going to go ahead and play some Pokemon Sword. And I'm hoping to figure out how to do it, but I kind of want to stream some games eventually. Just little games here and there. I'd probably be off the PS3 or maybe the PS4 so I can stream Ghostbusters. We'll see. I'm not sure how it'll work out. I got to get a microphone and stuff like that for the desktop. Anyways, I've prattled on long enough. Thank you very much if you hung out with me this far. Thank you for coming and seeing Ectotron. I really appreciate it. And, you know, guys, be good. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. Have fun and play. And that's what I'm going to go to do. I'm going to go play and have some coffee. So, see ya.